with those low-hanging use. So just we can help. And there'll be, it's about $5 million worth of grants total available. And also for layer 2, there'll be grants to launch on layer 2, especially if you're on a layer 1 with a lot of users and are looking to get into layer 2s, we can help put resources into it as well as offer grants. So just to recap, we're a modular framework. Why is modular better? We went over that for security and scale and keeping decentralization. We were bootstrapping people through incentives and initiatives, and we are offering unique use cases with those low-hanging use cases for compliant ZK rollups, but we're offering unique ZK rollup-based solutions on Syscoin that solve some of the critical problems, including the off-chain accounts. So ZK rollups on our system, we're able to scale now as much as or more as what Ethereum 2 can provide, but still provide the Bitcoin level of security. So there's a whole bunch of partnerships and things we're working on, but yeah, these are open and changing all the time, and we are looking forward to this year and getting ourselves any swap. This one's already done, and ZK Sync Matter Labs, we're talking to them, probably more of a research thing, but this next year is going to be really crazy for us on the research and development and getting things out the door. And we look forward to seeing everybody and answering any questions and attending AMAs, directly interfacing with people as we solve these critical problems. It's important to also educate people on the implications. Enterprises will see the usefulness right away, but sometimes average people, it's hard for them to understand what the implications are, what they can do now that they couldn't before. So looking forward to speaking to people and spreading the knowledge here. Thanks for taking the time to go through this, and looking forward to this year and seeing ZK rollup strategies play out at scale. It's going to be an awesome ride. Finally, I'd like to say thanks to the Calibri Group for organizing the Synopsis Summit. It was great to be here, and look forward to future summits that we work and spread information about Syscoin on. Thank you.
Bears and bulls are the two driving forces of the crypto market, depending on who buys and who sells. The bear, his superpower is to make money even when the market is down. Bear's strategy is selling short and provoking a supply increase. The bull, the whole bull's life is dealings for a rise. His main goal is a growing market. Bull is optimistic and pluckily beats first. The confrontation of bulls and bears lasts forever, and as its price depends on who leads the fight. X mode, choose the strategy, and make profit.
Blockchain technology makes it possible to share data and transact without relying on a centralized server or database. This kind of decentralized computing can create immense value for financial institutions, insurers, data processors, and other organizations, as well as consumers. There's just one problem. Blockchains like Ethereum and Bitcoin are public. With them, anyone can transact, view transaction histories, work as a peer node. This means there's no real data or contract privacy, something that prevents mass adoption by enterprises and individuals. Enter ARPA. With ARPA Network, enterprise and individual data can be used and analyzed without being shared publicly, using cryptography methods including multi-party computation, also known as MPC. Furthermore, data providers can charge third parties for access to data while keeping data private. Financial institutions can search shared blacklists and perform joint risk analysis without sharing siloed data. Insurers, advertisers, and trading firms can pool data to improve business performance without making transactions public. Consumers can aggregate and monetize their data without having to grant ownership to a corporation. For the first time ever, entities from different segments and industries can share data privately, at scale, and without centralized agents. An important step to creating the $3 trillion in enterprise value PwC believes blockchain can deliver by 2030. To learn more about ARPA, visit our website and follow us on Twitter.
Let's thank Jagdeep for his speech. I mean, I would like to ask more questions, like, directly, but, just airtime is limited and I just couldn't do it. But anyways, thanks for your participation. And the next speaker is already connecting, and I'm blessed to introduce you to the representative of the luxury segment, Aidaa Wong, founder and CEO at LuxFi.
Hello, Maxim. Hi, everyone. I'm Aidaa, CEO and founder of LuxFi. Thank you, Synopsis, for having us here today. So LuxFi is the world's first asset-backed NFT marketplace for luxury assets. We use NFT technology to ensure authenticity of the physical item that is sold on our platform. We focus on those luxury assets that hold value well and have high resale value. So, for example, luxury watches, brand bags, limited edition sneakers, brand jewelry, collectible items, art pieces, gold and diamonds. So kind of is one of the key challenges in the luxury markets. We use NFT as an authentication certificate of the physical asset. So each NFT-backed luxury asset has been verified by our professional expert or brands. It has guarantee of authenticity only authenticated goods can convert to NFT. This NFT certificate makes the asset result much more easier afterwards. We are slightly different to OpenSea or other NFT marketplace in the market. We also believe that asset-backed NFT are the next revolutions of e-commerce. I would say LuxFi is the e-commerce 3.0, a combination of e-commerce and NFT marketplace where anyone can sell and buy, sell, invest into an NFT-backed luxury asset using cryptocurrency and of course digital payments. So in 2022, there will be an increasing using of the blockchain technology from the luxury brands, especially as we enter the Metaverse. Our marketplace beta is launched end of December 2021. And now we are doing a pilot run with our retailers and preparing of our official launch this month. This March. For our official launch, the physical items are tied to the physical digital NFT counterparts. There's definitely an increasing interest from the luxury industry for the new technology, especially blockchain technology. Some luxury brands such as Louis Vuitton, Prada, Chanel, Cartier, Bylink, Bulgaria have started to adapt blockchain technology for anti-counterfeit and traceability purpose. So this is a great deal for us actually. So we can simply list their items on our marketplace without authenticating the products. So let me show you guys our roadmap. So for our phase one of the marketplace, we will be focusing on the professional sellers, brands, and retailers to sell their luxury assets, both brand new and pre-owned items on our marketplace. So for the phase two of the marketplace will be for the individuals. So assets owner, they will be able to convert their real world luxury asset to NFT and then sell on our platforms. So here is the sample of the LuxFi asset-backed NFT. We collaborate with an artist. So to know more about LuxFi, you can first visit our websites, and the best way to follow us will be on the Twitter, Telegrams, and Medium. You can also find us on Reddit, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can simply scan the QR code here and see to get more updated information and our new technologies. Thank you.
Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
Exip ecosystem is designed to decentralize the internet and overcome monopolistic control over domain names and top-level domains. A blockchain DNS solution where agnostic NFTs preferred by you identifies your domain and top-level domain. Exip token is an agnostic usage and governance token released initially based on the Binance chain. Exip tokens will be used to buy, sell, and auction domains and top-level domains, while token holders will get staked when domains and TLDs are purchased and auctioned.
Thank you, Aidaa. It was nice listening to your performance. Our next speaker is Aven Peran, Head of Public Relations at Exip. I have the word, Aven.
Good evening. Coming to you from Sri Lanka, headquarters of Exip and Mobiglotech. I'm not quite sure whether you folks have already heard about Exip, so I'll give you a rough, or at least a quick synopsis of what Exip is all about. Exip is a token that was created last year, and we decided to go with utilization into the up and coming Web3, if you would. So we had to figure out how we can be there to help bring about and help increase the usage and, how should I put it, independence of Web3. As you all know, one of our pet peeves has been the fact that that even though the internet was originally meant for independent use, pretty soon, by the time Web 2 came around, big corporations, big corporates, governments, other so-called non-profit entities decided to get their feet in there and basically made it tough for everybody and took away the independence that was promised originally with the internet. So as many others feel, we also at Exip felt that we need to do something about it and try and get away from this controlled environment of the internet. So as a result, we started, we put our heads together and came up with one of the solutions, that was the original solution, to release, if you would, the ability for people to create their own TLDs and domain names. In other words, TLDs meaning see the .coms and the .infos and whatever else there is, there's about 250 of them, that is made available by ICANN and IANA and fully controlled, in addition to all the country TLDs, top-level domains. So there was no way that a person could create their own top-level domain. And so we thought, hey, why not offer a way for people to do that? And on top of it, everything about the current system is controlled. You have to initially get their permission. You have to initially get their permission, and you have to, then every year you have to renew it. And for whatever reason, if they think that your website is not up to their standard, or that it's insulting somebody, or they can censor it. So we figured out, no, we need to give control back to the community. We need to give control back to the individual. And so we created a system where one could go and create domain names, create TLDs with a one-time fee. One time, you got it, you own it as an NFT, and thereby nobody can take it away from you. You have the ability to transfer it, just like you would transfer any other cryptocurrency, and ownership is completely yours. So that was our beginning. That was the initial idea, but then we figured out we need to build the infrastructure to make it available for these websites to be accessed easily. So at this point in time, we have built, we are in the process of building our own browser. We will be offering hosting services, and pretty soon, all these domain names and TLDs that we are giving should be accessible to anybody, anywhere, just like it is accessible, just like the normal ones are accessible to people now. So that's in reality what we have done so far, and it's still ongoing. And we are basically creating the whole infrastructure to be able to have and manage websites throughout. Then, well, of course, then comes along Metaverse, and we've been thinking about it for some time. And one of the things that was really interesting was that games have taken on games have taken on, so many people are into it, so many people are doing it. But one of the problems in this gaming industry, when I say gaming, meaning online gaming, is that people spend a lot of time, spend a lot of effort, spend a lot of energy, and they play the games. They gather a lot of points, weapons, whatever you call it, according to their game. And at some point in time, when they are done with it, or when they want to give up, or when they want to move into another game that is more interesting to them, guess what? They get to leave everything that they built on the table and walk away and not get anything for it. So we were thinking, okay, we need to find a way to enable the gaming metaverse connected to cryptocurrency, so that as people earn points, as people develop their characters, as people gain value in their characters, we are trying to do something that will enable them to cash that out into actual some kind of crypto, whether it's Bitcoin or whether it's Exip coin or whether it's a new Metadora coin, and then be able to go on the market and exchange it and actually have value that you can carry around with you by being involved in this game. So I think that's an exciting product that is coming up, and we are still in the process of building it. But meanwhile, Exip is going really great. And if you already don't know, Exip was listed on the first centralized exchange, MEXC, on the 16th of this month, so 4 days ago. And so we're very excited about it. We will be listing on other exchanges pretty soon too. And as time goes by and we allow more and more utility on our Exip tokens, which will be used for pretty soon, the DNS, the domain name services will only be, at first it will be, now it is available through your credit card in fiat currency. Pretty soon we will be adding some different currencies like BUSD and Exip. And later on, as time goes by, we might only allow this to be paid in Exip coins, thereby increasing the value of the token and the demand for the token. And again, connecting it to the Metaverse and the Metadora program, that'll be another utility that we bring in to Exip. So if you're interested in the Exip coin, my high recommendation is get it now and keep collecting, because I believe in about 6 months to a year, it'll start catching on. And because this is not a program that we went all gung-ho initially and lift it up and forget about it. This is a program that will build up, and keep building and increasing value for all our token holders and shareholders, if you would. So that's what I generally had to update you on about Exip. Basically, development is going really strong. We have done very well with initial sales. We still have a long way to go. And we believe that the Exip token will take you on a ride with us if you choose to get involved with us. So I do hope that you join us, and let's look forward to Web3 and a independent internet like the founders dreamed of. And Exip is going to be right along there making it happen. So thank you for taking the time to listen, and I appreciate it. And good night, and we'll talk again. Bye.
Heading to our next speaker, it's Max Zheng. He's the head of development of Blockchain Founders Group. So let's meet Max.
So hi, Maxime, thanks for inviting me to Synopsis. I'm very excited and happy to speak on the conference. So today I want to present Blockchain Founders Group, where I am head of corporate development. And I've prepared a small presentation so that you have something to see while I present. So essentially, Blockchain Founders Group is a European-based venture capital. We also focus on company building besides venture capital, and I'm going to go into the details shortly. So to begin the presentation, I want to just introduce myself real quick again, and then I will introduce Blockchain Founders Group. Essentially, I started at Blockchain Founders Group in 2021. That's also the year where we were founded, so quite young. And in 2021, so actually January we were founded, which is exactly one year old. And up until now, our track record comprises over 24 investments into blockchain companies. In 2021, we received over 200 pitch decks, from which we invested into 4. And we also have an in-house incubation program where we essentially take ideas from the partners, from the management, and then we find the suitable entrepreneurs for it. And then we, together with the entrepreneurs, we build these startups from scratch. On the right-hand side, you can see an excerpt of some of the brands that we invested in, that we built in together. And so maybe you know them, maybe not. Essentially, they are distributed throughout Europe, because also in Europe, that is basically our core strength. We have all our expertise in Central Europe. Our advisors and companies that we invested in are mainly in Europe. So maybe to take a step back, why are we into blockchain and why are we into the crypto space? And I think the simple answer is the management as well as the partners, they saw the potential of blockchain technology way before maybe starting 2012. That was really the time where some partners found it might be a very interesting idea. Personally, I started 2015. Unfortunately, I didn't hold any Bitcoin, but I saw potential. I saw that it is quite interesting. And in 2017, that was the year where a lot of institutions claimed that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is quite sketchy. Visa CEO said we won't process transactions in the Bitcoin because it's not a payment system. Similarly, PayPal didn't really believe in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. And what happened in 2019? In 2019, we see the first institutional adoption. We see Goldman Sachs going into the research of cryptocurrencies, as well as JP Morgan and other firms. So we see that by today, or in year 2021, that was really the year of institutional adoption, and we see that it did have quite some traction and momentum. So that makes it very interesting to just observe. Now, I also like this graphic a lot. It shows very nicely that the crypto development and growth is very similar to the one of the World Wide Web. Although the timeline is a bit early and maybe it's not the best description, but I think it is quite similar, and we cannot underestimate that crypto can essentially be as big as the internet itself, and therefore also experience the growth that internet experienced in the early 2000s. Now back to Blockchain Founders Group. What essentially are we? And you can understand Blockchain Founders Group as doing 2 things. First is we do venture capital investments, and So the venture capital investment, we there have a partner. We partnered with BlockRocket, a European blockchain lab. Together with BlockRocket, we do early stage blockchain investments with ticket sizes up to 500,000 euros per ticket. And we can do these investments also with our venture capital friends and co-invest into interesting blockchain startups. And the second thing is, and that is what I'm going to focus on now, is the company building. So as I said earlier, I'm responsible for the corporate development side of BFG. And therefore, I want to present the program that we just started this year. It is the Blockchain Founders Group Superstars program, which aims to really incubate ideas in the pre-seed phase. Yes, and here is really a display of everyone that we talk to, that we work with. And you can see that we have a very, very big footprint in the Central European space. If you look at some of the VCs, then you might know some of them. They're quite big in Germany, UK, and we do talk to them. We do co-invest with them. In terms of institutions, we are members of some of these brands. We are also close in contact with them. Essentially, our advisors are mostly from these institutions. Then in terms of academia, again, here you see a lot of big names in the European space. So all in all, you can imagine that Blockchain Founders Group is a quite good place to be if there is an interesting blockchain startup rising in the Central European space. And finally, I think that is the most interesting block, is the blockchain startups that we actively participated in. And maybe, yeah, some you may know, some maybe you will know in the coming months, in the coming years. Feel free to check them out online. So now I want to say a few words to the Superstars program, which we just launched. And essentially, it is a program where we find entrepreneurs, we team them up, and then we create a prototype and then kickstart a venture that eventually leads to the founding of a legal entity in anywhere in the world. So essentially, we are looking for someone who has the right ambition, someone who has the drive, and essentially someone who's hungry. So we are looking for someone who can potentially become the next generation CEO or CTO of a blockchain startup. And this is a small fact sheet. We focus, the cohort for the first cohort for this year is already ongoing. The focus areas for the first cohort will be anything related to crypto, DeFi, NFTs, DAOs, Metaverse, on-chain analytics, IoT forensics, Dataverse, and CO2 compensation business models. All these terms you might have heard. It's super hot, it's super hyped. So I think focusing on these areas is not a bad move. Again, the target group are entrepreneurs who are interested in blockchain technology, who may have a vision to change the world. And then together with these target audiences, we will go through intensive mentorship with lots of consultation. The duration will be 12 weeks. And after 12 weeks, the teams will have the chance to receive funding of up to 60,000 euros. During the program, they will also get a compensation. And again, the first cohort is already ongoing. We are enrolled in total 50 superstars, and we plan 2 batches per year. So the next cohort will probably be taking place around July, August this year. And the aim is really to found 10 plus blockchain startups per year. So what did we achieve with BFG? We published over 70 blog articles dealing with various topics in the research field within crypto. We published over 30 podcast episodes with experts, with leading crypto company representatives. We grew our BFG talents pool to over 50 individual, meaning we work with over 50 people already. We conducted over 400 interviews regarding market sounding towards towards various blockchain ideas. We validated over 10 blockchain ideas and founded in 2021 5 entities, which is for us a quite big success, because these are really like real companies that exist, that already make business, that already drive conversions. Now, how does the program work? You can imagine 6 steps. The first, of course, is the application. Per batch, we admit 50 superstars. And then once they get admitted, usually it's 30%, then we will go for a very small onboarding, get to know the setup and everything, and then team them up. I think the teaming up session is a very interesting one, because we will match a CEO with a tech guy, so that that is just the perfect match to process the idea. And then you will, in step 4 and 5, you will prepare for the idea, you will do the market sounding, you will validate the robustness of the idea. And then if everything goes well, then you will receive funding of up to 60,000 euros. And when you receive the funding, then you will be landing in the community, which is sort of a lifetime membership to the BFG network. So with all that being said, what is the plan for 2022? So this year, we intend to collaborate with local and international blockchain incubation programs. And the goal really is to exchange knowledge, to drive the blockchain space as pioneers, to really foster anyone who's interested in blockchain technology. We want to grow our community and essentially identify and invest in 10 blockchain startups with our VC unit. We want to enroll 50 more entrepreneurs and build in total 10 blockchain startups within our incubation program. Similarly, we realized that there's a big need for blockchain talents. A lot of crypto companies, they look for blockchain talents, and our network is quite big. So we want to also establish job portal in order to fulfill and match companies with blockchain talents that, you know, just deserve to be involved in the professional field. And therefore, if anyone out there who's just listening to this presentation, if you are a blockchain talent, or if you are a crypto company and you want to advertise something like a job offer or something like that, then feel free to reach out to Blockchain Founders Group. We will be very welcome to build this job portal together with you. And yeah, I hope that was it for the presentation. If you have any questions, here are my contacts. And I want to thanks Maxime for inviting me to Synopsis. It was very exciting to talk on this conference. Thank you.
It is the year 2073. The cryptoverse is a war zone. We are the defenders, leaders, and protectors of our universe. We are the Chain Guardians.
Welcome to the Theta Network. Earn T-Fuel crypto rewards simply by watching live streams and videos. As you watch and share with others, you're contributing to the decentralized Theta Network, all powered by Theta's native blockchain. Discover the future of video delivery at thetanetwork.org.
So this time is kind of special one because 3 speakers just gonna join to us at once. So it's gonna be a Sergey Kuzmin, Anton Laptev from ThetaTeeth, and Sebastian Aguilar, founder of Mystic Gurus. Our colleagues will talk about ThetaTeeth and creative collaborations on Theta blockchain. Guys, I give you the floor.
Hi, Maxim. Thank you. Thanks a lot for introducing us, and thanks a lot for having us here. My name is Sergey, and I'm one of the founders of ThetaTeeth, and here I have Tony.
Hi, everyone.
And Sebastian from Mystic Gurus.
Hello.
Now I want to talk about ThetaTeeth in more details. Who we are. So we are also known as ShiftTB93 and King Wasabi, and we are just 2 friends who are big fans of Theta network blockchain, the technology, and we are also fans of NFTs. So we decided to start ThetaTeeth. So what is ThetaTeeth? ThetaTeeth is our piloting project starring teeth as a main artwork, with the entire collection built around it, mostly in pixel art form. There are numerous reasons why teeth were chosen in the first place. As this is our first project, we wanted to create something simple and symbolic, as the main purpose of our NFTs is to be a collectible and a proof of being eligible for a reward. Teeth came to our mind as they were used by hunters as in ancient times as a token for exchange, as well as a collectible. We could have chosen anything else really as the subject of our art, but we wanted to distinguish ourselves from most of the other numerous projects, as well as to give a deeper meaning to our NFTs. We already said that being a collectible is the core of ThetaTeeth, but to incentivize people to collect them, ThetaTeeth need to be valuable. As most of us gathered here not as art critics or collectors, but as blockchain and specifically Theta network supporters, we must remember that the value of an NFT is not only derived from the visual satisfaction and the corresponding demand. Instead, the main drivers of an NFT's value are the blockchain itself, what perks holding the token will bring to its owners, and the level of entertainment and involvement it brings to the holders. Why we chose Theta blockchain in the first place? We chose it for several reasons. Firstly, it is quite scalable. That makes it cheap to make transactions and mint NFTs. To be exact, deploying a Theta smart contract takes about 2.5 T-fuel, and contract interactions around 0.1 T-fuel. In dollars value, it's around 30 cents for deploying the contract and around 2 cents for interacting with it. And comparing to Ethereum, the difference is ridiculous, because for Ethereum it can cost hundreds of dollars to send a transaction, and so sometimes it's even more expensive than the amount you transferring itself. So secondly, the whole Theta idea is built around entertainment and how to make it cheaper and easier for the content creators. Doesn't matter if it's big streaming platforms or individual creators. It is designed to make it cheaper to deliver the content to their audience. Making NFTs an infrastructure, we think, as a big part of this whole ecosystem is a no-brainer, as this will improve the depth of creator viewer engagement. And finally, Theta community is still relatively small compared to Ethereum or Solana. It makes it easier to build a good connection with the community and get a good and constructive feedback from them. And we can grow together with the community more naturally, and most important opportunity for us is to build a trustworthy brand that people will enjoy to deal with. And we feel like this is the ethos of Theta community overall, and we will strive to keep it that way. But what do we offer? All we just said was about Theta. But what about ThetaTeeth and ThetaTeeth holders? Our distribution model means that ever since you buy a ThetaTeeth, you start enjoying the benefits. Before ThetaTeeth minting went live, we announced a cashback feature that rewards those who got into ThetaTeeth early. But in order to benefit from it the most, the whole collection of ThetaTeeth has to be sold out. The idea behind it is not only to bring something new to the market, but to incentivize ThetaTeeth holders to spread the word and raise the awareness about ThetaTeeth. We've decided that 5% of a respective tier sales volume will be distributed among the holders of all previous tiers. The chart below shows the T-Fuel distribution among all tiers, with over 16,000 T-Fuel to go to tier 1 holders and just under 6,000 T-Fuel for tier 4. Upon the sellout of every tier, there are celebratory airdrops. As of today, we can see that tier 1 has sold out already, and we did our first airdrop consisting of 10 NFTs from different creators presented on Open Theta and one batch of 1,000 T-Fuel. And speaking about Open Theta a little bit, Open Theta are our dear friends, and the independent marketplace that has been developed by the community members. It is run with a great impact from the community, and it's got the community's interest in its core. If you are a creator and you have no clue how to create your own NFTs, please reach out to us or to our friends at Open Theta. I'm sure you will be very happy to deal with them, as like they helped us massively, as asking any questions we helped, and guiding us along the way. And I'm sure, yeah, if you need any help, that they will be keen to help out. But when all ThetaTeeth are sold out and there is no cashback and celebratory airdrops, what's next? So here we have the model that we designed to make sure that ThetaTeeth holders hold them for good and only sell them in exchange for something much more valuable than ThetaTeeth themselves. In order to stimulate this behavior, ThetaTeeth needs to generate income and increase value on the secondary market. Exactly for this reason, we announced that all ThetaTeeth holders will be eligible to receive 5% from sales of all our future projects. This will be distributed equally between original ThetaTeeth holders. On top of that, the true collectors will be rewarded for their passion. Those who collect 16 ThetaTeeth, the so-called golden hunters, will receive a distinguishing NFT and will be eligible for an extra 0.5%. Those with 32 ThetaTeeth, the diamond hunters, will be getting a distinguishing NFT and will be eligible for an extra 1%. And one can't be a golden hunter and a diamond hunter, unfortunately, at the same time. And last but not least, the 20 lucky owners of 20 custom ThetaTeeth will be eligible for another 0.5%. In total, we are giving 7% of sales of all our future projects permanently to ThetaTeeth holders. This also includes a share of any creator's commission from secondary market sales. And at this point, I would like to pass the word on to Tony.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Sergey, for the warm welcome and those few words about ThetaTeeth as our piloting project. And we really do hope that this information was helpful for you guys and you actually learned something new. And for those of you who already knew quite a lot about the project, now you have a better insight into, the mechanisms behind the rewards. And now I would like to talk about something else that we already have planned. So since ThetaTeeth is our piloting project, we decided to create an entire, what we call skeleton art studio. So basically, it's not just an art studio, for anyone to walk in and out to create some, JPEGs to sell online. But instead, what we want to do is to bring a lot more and bring all the talented creators and developers and network enthusiasts together in order to be able to work together, to collaborate and really make an impact. So what exactly do we offer? So, like I said, we're looking to have not just ourselves, but literally anyone who has some ideas, who's who deserves to be within Theta community, who deserves to make a project see the light. And this is exactly what we'd like to support and help such individuals. So what we can do is actually bring a project from 0 to 100 within the NFT space. So this includes the generative arts, and we're also looking at some AI generated art. This is a very hot topic nowadays. We're looking to create utility tokens, not just for our own projects, but also for all of the projects that we work close with. This is obviously for the holders to have some intrinsic value. Obviously, we can help you build a corresponding project's website with some really cool features, some amazing designs, and something to really highlight the idea behind your project and really show your own personality and your art. We can also help you with the video, art, and information content. And what's amazing, not just ourselves, but also some of our partners are able to help you with the media and promotional support, which is very important since it's all done online. So just like we mentioned, we're really trying to bring all of the members, all of the active members closer together and trying to make an impact, not just on our own lives, but also everyone involved, all of the supporters, all of the enthusiasts of blockchain, and especially Theta community. This also includes different promotions, great networking, meeting new people, working together, and some charity work. In terms of charity work, it's something that Sergey hasn't mentioned in our first part. We actually have some arrangements prior to even launching our first project of ThetaTeeth. We actually decided not to sort of disclose the exact details, but it's basically in collaboration with one of the most prominent and famous Theta network influencers online. And you guys actually, for those of you who follow our media, for those who are fans of Theta network, I'm sure you'll have all of the necessary clues actually hidden within the ThetaTeeth in order to decipher and decode and know exactly which influencer we're talking about and what sort of charity work you guys can see from us. Cool. So that raises the question: what's next? So just like we mentioned, ThetaTeeth is basically our patient zero or the project zero. But like we've been mentioning for a couple of months now, we already had a few other projects already planned out, lined up, and some of them are already in the works. So the first project that's actually going to see the light, and it's something we're very, very excited about, because this project is actually not just our personal child, but it's also in collaboration with Alien Bell. And for those of you who are not sure about this name, he is the artist who created all of the Synopsis cards. So for those of you guys who own them, that's great news. That's something to look forward to. But for those of you who don't own one just yet, I'm pretty sure you've already seen it online. It's great art, and we're very excited to be working with this artist. He's very talented, and we're looking forward to see the actual designs and everything that comes out of this project. So one of the cool features that we have in this project, and it's something we had in mind for quite a while now, are some of the unique mechanisms that we actually have in place there. And it's something, I'm not going to go into details just now, but it's something that we haven't seen within, let's say, many projects online, and definitely no projects within Theta network. So it's something very unique and something amazing. And I really hope it's something that you guys would actually be enjoying, to collect and trade and see how everything unravels. In terms of the delivery dates, right now we are pretty sure we can, deliver and blast it out and roll the whole project out, and you guys would actually see the collection as early as the end of Q1 or very early in Q2 this year. So it's very, very soon. So stay tuned. Just now you can follow us on ThetaTeeth social media. and you guys can actually see some of the news and some of the teasers that we're going to produce. Previously, we've mentioned that all of this is top secret. None of the information would be available at the moment. But right now, just like we promised, and we do try our best, to keep up with the promises that were made. We will release some of the information. So one of the cool things, you guys are going to see it first in the links attached. You would actually see one of the teasers. It's actually a riddle with a hint to what this upcoming project is all about. So this is something very cool for you guys, to solve together or on your own. And for the brightest of you who actually crack the code and who actually DM us and say, oh, I know what you guys are up to, you actually going to be eligible for some cool rewards as well. So it's taking another step. The second project that we've already had planned out a couple of months ago, something it's still in the works. It hasn't taken its final shape yet, but it's something that we're really hoping to basically bring some new gaming experience with some unique approach. Again, at this stage, we're not going to reveal much information. This is pretty much all I can say at the moment. It's still top secret on our list, but it's going to be really cool as well. It's going to be a massive scale project, and we can't promise it, but we're already discussing to bring some really cool collaborations and hopefully some of the celebrities on board with this project as well. Taken even further, the third project that we'll already have listed, it's something of a bigger picture. And just like Sergey mentioned previously, we're very open. We gladly discuss any of the ideas that some of you might have, but might not have the necessary tools, the knowledge, or the team to do it with. So we're looking to have some sort of incubator program to basically give away to all of the talented artists and developers to create the projects together. So this is something to be very excited for as well, and yeah, definitely stay tuned. So let's take a step back and have a look at what we do right now. So how we're dealing with the community altogether. For those of you who follow our social media with ThetaTeeth, I'm sure you guys would know we're very active. We have daily posts, we have various airdrops, and we do try to talk to the community. We have different questionnaires, and we basically try to release some of the information that might help not just our project itself, but again, building up this knowledge base within the Theta community as well, making it a great place for everyone. And with that being said, I'm very glad to announce that we've actually gratefully accepted the invitation from Mystic Guru's affiliation program, and we joined them quite recently. I'm sure you guys, some of you have already heard about it. I read it not just on our, but also Mystic Guru's social media. And obviously, the participants at the moment, the Mystic Gurus themselves, the ThetaTeeth, obviously, ThetaBet, Verizon, and one special mention I would say is Justin Passetti. He's a very enthusiastic and aspiring YouTuber, and I would say we have very warm relationship with him because he made one of the first reviews on our project in its very early stages, and we're very grateful for it. It was something really amazing to see someone look at your project and say it looks very cool. And he was quite excited to see it come to reality. So definitely check him out as well on YouTube. One of the cool things about it, he also makes all of the videos. They're based on NFT projects on Theta Network. So for all of them Theta enthusiasts, this is the guy. And obviously, very big thanks to Open Theta. Just like Sergey mentioned, the team who basically helped us deliver the first project. We learned a lot from them, and they're definitely one of the core elements of the Theta community altogether. And with that being said, we mentioned Mystic Guru affiliation program. Now I'd like to pass on the words to one of our fellow creators, one of the Mystic Gurus himself, Sebastian.
Hello. Thank you guys for inviting me to join you guys. It's been a pleasure listening to all the exciting upcoming things that ThetaTeeth has worked and Skeleton Arts. I got excited just listening to all that. So a little hand goes out to you guys. So my name's Sebastian. I'm one of the co-creators of Mystic Gurus. And I want to tell you guys a little bit about who we are and what we're doing. So first and foremost, Mystic Gurus is about philosophy. And what I mean by that is philosophy has always been a part of humanity's experience to live. It says philosophy is a staple of human psychology. And we're just here to make it cool again. So the idea of the guru is that we borrow from the universal truths that you will find in Eastern philosophy, Western philosophy, some of the most ancient religions and belief systems. And we've studied to pull the common trends. And this forms the foundation of the belief system behind the Mystic Gurus. If you were to look on our website, mysticgurus.club, one of the statements that we make there is that we plan to be the first school of philosophy in the metaverse. And yes, I do mean metaverse. Another thing on our website is that part of our roadmap, we are going to be building shrines, which will serve many different functions. Among that, serve as schools where people can actually visit. If they have the NFT, they can get in there. And when they're in there, there's all kinds of things. There's a merch store, there's utility, there's special, we're hoping to have special Q&A sessions with influencers and stuff like that, all kind of focused around this philosophy theme. So with the onset of Web 3.0, metaverses, NFTs, etc., this is a manifestation of the evolution of communication. Can we get the next one? We're a team of innovative go-getters, right? So myself, I'm the creator. I do the artwork. We have a buddy, Dan Conkle. He handles a lot of the development on the side. Chris, he's been a part of so many developmental teams for Fortune 500 companies. We've got Jay Sanch, many of you know him from the different Pineapple and Twitter and Discord servers. And that would comprise our inner circle. And then we've got the team of mountain guys. Let me get the next one. Okay, we'll skip here. So just so you see our community, there we go. So the mountain guides, the MG squad, the guru crew. This is Theta's first, possibly only, and definitely most effective ground team on Twitter and Discord. If you guys, I would dare to say that if you're on Theta and part of the Theta community and you're on Twitter, you almost definitely have heard something about the Mystic Gurus. And it's not because of me, it's because of these guys right here. And so if we can bounce back to the previous picture, this right here sort of says it all and why we're doing philosophy. We feel that through philosophy, we can hit all the most important questions that people ask in general, especially during the pivotal experiences that you have in life. Right now, a lot of us have had some very touching and sometimes some very sad experiences with the pandemic and everything going on. And so this seems like a perfect time to bring to the world a new form of communication that can bring people together and make people feel less alone. And so we got these pictures from kids from around the world, Australia, Sweden, we've gotten a few more people that were feeling alienated. And with the NFT brand, they've been able to kind of come together. Here it says, my kids are on it, just getting started. That's a lightsaber. So people are getting excited about the brands. Let's go ahead and 2 slides forward, please. We are making commercials. We're making funny commercials. You can find these on YouTube. One is the Secret Pineapple buys a Mystic Guru. The other one's What is a Now Watch. Again, this is emphasizing the communication aspect of what we're doing. Let's go to the next one. So welcome to the shrine. We are focusing with Mystic Gurus, not just on NFTs, but I'm building a brand that can carry on past the initial hype, past the bubble that everybody's excited about. So every time that you're hearing of new technologies that are being developed for the NFT world, Theta specifically, you can pretty much rest assured that Mystic Gurus is already dabbling in it, and we're going to be bringing it to you. So right now, there's a lot of talk about NFT staking. We're doing something with that. There's talk about gaming. So we're doing something with that. Kind of like my buddy said, you know, we don't want to disclose too much, but these things are in the project, building virtual places where people can gather together in the metaverse. We're dabbling with that. And all of these things have to do with communication. Let's go on to the next slide. The Chamber of Ascension, the ancient truths hidden in the chambers of the shrine, particularly the Chamber of Ascension. Here, a seeker will be presented with. The Chamber of Ascension is the quintessential holy of holies within the shrine. But what it really represents is the exclusive entry space for anybody who participates in our NFT project. Now, I keep referring to communication. Why? I believe that NFTs are truly the newest evolution in the way people communicate about themselves. So in the past, in high school and middle school, you know, we would wear certain shoes or certain jeans or a t-shirt, or we'd have our hair a certain way. And it spoke about who we are. And we knew that people would judge us in that way. But it wasn't until you really get to know somebody that you really start understanding what they do at home, who they are on the inside. And so when we looked at NFTs and we looked at the way that NFTs are assets that are built on a blockchain of transparent wallets, where you can now just look at somebody's wallet and you can see what they're spending their money on, you get a very real idea of who those people are. So NFTs are not only investments, but they're expressions. They're the newest evolution of expression of who you are. And that pulls us full circle as to why we went into philosophy. Because with everything going on right now, we want to take Mystic Gurus and help people answer the big questions in life. Go to the next one. Theta was the obvious choice. I get asked why we went with Theta. Simple answer is I needed a cryptocurrency that matched the sweater. So not really. We went with Theta because Theta is innovating. Theta is at the cutting edge of video and streaming. Once again, communication. That made sense for the project that we're doing because we're putting content out there to help people deal with the situations that they're dealing. So we're not just creating an NFT brand to invest in. We want to give people a solution or a platform for solutions for the problems that they deal with every day in life. So yes, you look at our NFTs and you see little cartoons and funny things, but there's a deeper meaning behind it. And that deeper meaning is going to be revealed with our season 1 launch, which should be coming up here in the next month or two. I'm not allowed to say more than that, but you're going to be seeing a lot more of that. Next. That's it. So I want to thank my friends here at ThetaTeeth. I was especially excited about the skeleton arts because it's very similar to the MGAP, the affiliate program. Would you mind sliding back to the, yeah, that's it. The last one right before that. The affiliate program. All right, so MGAP stands for Mystic Gurus Affiliate Program. And this sounds so much like the skeleton arts to me that it almost functions hand in hand. And the idea here is specifically to bring to the community the very best, but not just of what we're doing, to make sure that every other creator is reaching the fullness of their potential and then going beyond by having friendly competition and by pooling resources together to make sure that the community is always receiving the absolute best in new technologies and new services. And that's why we brought the Mystic Guru affiliate program together. And I can say that I wouldn't be here in this presentation with you guys without these members right here in this program. So I want to turn it back to you guys and thank you once again for the invitation to speak here. And I hope you guys are picking up your Mystic Gurus because we got some big things coming.
Thank you very much, Sebastian.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks. We're very, very happy to have you alongside talking with us today. And yeah, 2022 is definitely going to be a very exciting year, and beyond that, of course. So I guess that's it for tonight from us, and we will see you on our social media very soon again. So yeah, stay tuned, and it was very, very nice to see you all.
Enjoy Synopsis. Thank you.
Blessings.
Welcome to the Theta Network. Earn T-Fuel crypto rewards simply by watching live streams and videos. As you watch and share with others, you're contributing to the decentralized Theta Network, all powered by Theta's native blockchain. Discover the future of video delivery at thetanetwork.org.
Current revenue-generating methods don't allow publishers and businesses to offer an enjoyable, ad-free browsing experience. We need a new solution that brings everything together to benefit businesses and users alike. That's why we made Gather. Gather is a blockchain-based network that improves the online experience for users, generates additional revenue for publishers, reduces cloud computing costs for enterprises, and makes running a proof-of-work blockchain easier. Instead of spamming users with ads to generate revenue, Gather runs in the background of your site, and with each user's consent, aggregates their idle processing power. Then it distributes said power to enterprises for cloud computing and to developers for cryptocurrency mining. Publishers receive payment in cryptocurrency or fiat, users get to enjoy an ad-free browsing experience, and developers deploy their secure blockchains without the need to find new miners. Ultimately, it's a virtuous cycle that radically changes digital monetization and revenue generation to provide a superior experience for the end user. Join Gather today to be a part of the future.
Blockchain technology makes it possible to share data and transact without relying on a centralized server or database. This kind of decentralized computing can create immense value for financial institutions, insurers, data processors, and other organizations, as well as consumers. There's just one problem. Blockchains like Ethereum and Bitcoin are public. With them, anyone can transact, view transaction histories, work as a peer node. This means there's no real data or contract privacy, something that prevents mass adoption by enterprises and individuals. Enter ARPA. With ARPA Network, enterprise and individual data can be used and analyzed without being shared publicly, using cryptography methods including multi-party computation, also known as MPC. Furthermore, data providers can charge third parties for access to data while keeping data private. Financial institutions can search shared blacklists and perform joint risk analysis without sharing siloed data. Insurers, advertisers, and trading firms can pool data to improve business performance without making transactions public. Consumers can aggregate and monetize their data without having to grant ownership to a corporation. For the first time ever, entities from different segments and industries can share data privately, at scale, and without centralized agents. An important step to creating the $3 trillion in enterprise value PwC believes blockchain can deliver by 2030. To learn more about ARPA, visit our website and follow us on Twitter.
The next speaker is Mera Takeru from Japan. Let's welcome him.
Hi, I'm Mera Takeru, a Japanese crypto artist. As you can hear, I'm not very good at English. I hope you will listen to me until the end. I'm a pioneer of crypto art in Japan, and I've been selling NFT art to the world since April 2019. Early on, I was officially accepted as an artist by major crypto art platforms such as SuperRare, No Origin, and Maker's Place. And I have published many NFT works on the theme of Japanese culture and contemporary art expansion. I will now share with you my activity in the last year and my goals and plans for this year. The year 2021 was a very historic year in which the NFT gained worldwide attention. It was the most exciting experience for me as I started trading crypto assets in January 2017 and creating crypto art since April 2019. In January, NFT was not yet in the global spotlight, but more and more people were looking at my work and the price of my work was increasing. Strongly felt that people's attention to crypto art was growing day by day. There was also a large group exhibition on CryptoBox sales called Crypto Art Week Asia, in which I participated as representative of Japanese artists. In February, the number of artists selling NFTs started increasing, and I started to work as a collector. I decided to buy the works of young artists and promote them on my tweet. I collaborated with Fracton Ventures in Japan and publishing my first pop. It quickly ran out of stock, and I felt that people were paying a lot of attention to blockchain. In March, I actively exchanged ideas with artists and experts in Japan through Clubhouse and other events. I was also involved in the launch of Nanaxa. And Nanaxa is Japan's first clipped art platform. And as a special lectures, I was in charge of artist selection and online seminars for artists. In April, in collaboration with fellow artists, I started a YouTube stream called Dancing Metaverse. Each week, we invited a Japan clipped artist or a blockchain operator as a guest for an in-depth interview. This is still being streamed weekly. In May, I collaborate with several Japanese artists to release a new work. I also took on new challenges, such as incorporating my own music composition into NFT. Through the collaboration, I was amazed at the level of perfection of my work, which I could not have created on my own, and felt the importance of the relationship between artists. In June, I participated in a trading card project called Collective, run by Epic's Digital Collectives. I was chosen to represent Japan with my friend, the artist Pippi. It was a fresh and exciting experience to see my work reach people's hands as a piece of card game, not just art. July to September. In cooperation with Mr. Takase, CEO of Turtle Inc. in Japan, we launched a project called 36 Blocks of Fuji. This was an attempt by 36 leading Japanese artists to create art by taking charge of 36 blocks one by one, and finally connect them together to create one new work. It was the first time for me to be involved in the management of the full-scale project, and I felt the importance of working together with friends to create something, and the difficulty of managing a community on an ongoing basis. The auction for the collaboration of 36 Blocks of Fuji was held in September. The auction attracted a lot of attention, not only from Japan, but also from overseas. In the end, it was sold to the operator of the Asian NFT community for 3.45678 Ether. This experience became a great asset for us Japanese clipped artists. In October, I won the bid for the work Cell Space by an architect NFT artist, Satoshi Miyachi. This is also called proliferating architecture NFT. It is a metaverse space that proliferates at a certain rate every Monday. And we can actually walk freely in this world and have a conversation with others. This is still growing a little bit every week. And we are planning to use this space to hold a large-scale online group exhibition in 2022. In November, an interview about my past activities was published in the famous Japanese art magazine, Bijutsu Techo. This article led to an increase in the number of people who were newly interested in NFT and made my work known to them. I felt as if NFT art has been accepted by the contemporary art world, which made me very happy. In December, I made preparations for the season 2 of 36 Blocks of Fuji. As a new attempt, we focused on building a gallery on the Metaverse and introducing each artist and their work. We also use the Twitter space and Discord to interact with people and plan new projects. In Japan, several group exhibitions of NFT art were held in Tokyo and other cities. And I realized that crypto art is increasingly attracting people's attention. In 2022, blockchain technologies such as NFT will attract a lot of attention. As a crypto artist, I am planning to organize group exhibition and online seminars. This is because I want to create future where blockchain is more useful in people's lives. I would like to hold such a real-world exhibition not only in Japan, but also in other parts of the world. If you are interested, I am planning to organize a Japanese crypto art exhibition. Please feel free to contact me via Twitter DM or email. In 2022, it has been announced that several big companies in Japan will enter the blockchain and NFT business. Many projects will be launched globally, and the community will become more and more heated. I'm looking forward to participating in innovative and exciting projects that no one has seen yet. There is no doubt that NFT will become more accessible to people than ever before. But that's not always a good thing. Where there are people, there are always bad scammers with bad ideas. In fact, last year, some of the creators of collectors around me were victims of scam and lost their asset and work. In addition to the lost asset, it is also fatal for creators to have their wallets hacked, which serves as proof of issue. We need to avoid this at all costs. Since we entered the blockchain industry earlier than other users, I believe that we have to guide their newcomer in the right direction. Whenever I personally hold online seminar and talk about NFT to Japanese creators, I make sure to inform them about the dangers of scam and other programs. I will continue to expand the world from a crypto artist point of view so that more people can enjoy blockchain in a safe and truly free way. And I will end my speeches by wishing you all more fulfilling and wonderful year in 2022. Thank you very much for listening to the end.
And the next speaker and the last one for today, it's Vilma Mattila from Firechain.
Hello everyone, I'm Vilma Mattila from Node Capital as well as from Fire. I have been in crypto for the past 7-8 years, and I started as an angel investor, moved into privately investing and funded Node Capital Fund, which we have invested into plus 63 companies, including Tron, Hedera Hashgraph, VeChain, as well as IOTA, Nodal, etc. Lately, we have been focusing more on infrastructure, DeFi, as well as, of course, gaming and Metaverse. And our idea is to build and support the infrastructure of Web3, enhance and develop blockchain solutions, as well as incubate them in-house. Therefore, we do have in-house development, we do have market making, marketing, PR in plus 560 worldwide media portals, including Forbes, Cointelegraph, etc. And why did I end up in the blockchain space? Because I, since Tim Berners-Lee started World Wide Web, I wanted to help people through sharing my knowledge, as well as support the Web3 adoption due to undemocratization. My goal in life is financial inclusion, and that's why I mostly invest into impactful industries, which of course one of them is blockchain, because there is no better way to impact people than through transparency, through verifiable data, as well as for decentralized decentralizations of assets and knowledge. So right now we are incubating in-house a project called FireChain. Our partners are Huawei, as well as Booking.com and multiple crypto entities, such as, for example, Lunar Crush, Aleph Zero. We have KuCoin, Huobi, etc. And what is our mission? Our mission is to redefine the consensus mechanism of Ethereum. Because right now, what are the biggest challenges in the crypto space? First of all, accessibility, and secondly, sustainability. So from part of accessibility, what does FireChain solve? FireChain solves the fact that you can send crypto transactions to any phone number. You can also send crypto transactions to any Web3 link. So we have acquired the servers to .nft, .web3, .bsc, etc. We own the servers, we are running the Web3 web. So this is not a World Wide Web, this is a decentralized web where anyone can build infrastructure, etc. on the Web3 in itself, therefore it is uncensorable. We also host our wallets in Web3, meaning that even if you're in China, even if CoinMarketCap is already censored in China, CoinGecko is already censored in China, in this case, you can access Web3 wallets. What else we do is we enable no-code smart contracts so that everyone in the crypto space can participate, can write smart contracts, or execute smart contracts without knowing Solidity or Rust, etc. In addition to that, what we also do is we give the capability for people to customize their governance ports, customize their wallet experience, because of course personalization is something that is completely lacking yet in crypto space. What else is lacking? The fact that the technical aspects are not covered with a functional user interface. That's why we did for sending transactions to phone numbers, sending transactions to web link. So in our chain, sending transactions anywhere is as easy as sending a messenger message. In addition to that, it's cross-chain. So you can send, assume that my wallet is Vilma.web3. You can send wallets, transactions in any chain, BSC, AVAX, etc. Other than that, you can send also, of course, collectibles and files, because right now no one has provided the service of cross-chain sharing files. Filecoin is the only available business currently that has IPFS, interplanetary file system, and we enable the interplanetary file system in cross-chain environment. Therefore, you can send encrypted files peer-to-peer, which currently doesn't exist in the crypto market. Other than that, from the part of sustainability, how do we help the crypto space? So as everyone here knows, proof of stake and proof of work have two fundamental problems. First of all, proof of stake is very energy consumptive. And secondly, proof of work is very financially non-inclusive due to the fact that who has more money has more stake. Therefore, we redesigned a technology that we patented. We currently hold actually 4 patents. This is one of them. This is a sustainable blockchain framework where the consensus is based on proof of benefit, meaning that we scraped 650 ESG sources of data and structure them according to the requirements of United Nations and give weight depending on the requirement that they have. We give different weight in percentage to different sustainable requirements. And the companies that are most sustainable will be the validator. What does that mean? That encourages businesses to adopt sustainable practices due to the fact that we pay to companies to become more sustainable. We pay them rewards in validating the blocks of the chain to be sustainable. Currently, we work with Booking.com, Unilever, Indian government, who we have a pilot program of 250 million people, as well as it's for smart policing system, and with Nigerian government, who we have an agricultural project to first of all provide identity for the citizen, digital identity, as well as through blockchain then verify the ownership of the land, because as many of you might know here, 1/3 of the population worldwide don't have identity documentation, and 1/3 of the population worldwide are unbanked, meaning that these people, first of all, they don't have access to banking, they don't have access to identity, they don't have access to credit ranking, and that's much bigger issue than, for example, anything that should be solved. They cannot access to basic services without having those. Therefore, we provide them identity, we provide them access to banking through blockchain, and we provide them legal solutions through blockchain. We also collaborate with the state of Arkansas in United States for smart policing, as well as Nebraska for smart policing. So in a nutshell, what does FIRE chain is 5ire.org. What FIRE chain does, the name comes from Fifth Industrial Revolution, 5IRE, which means the concept of 5.0 technologies, making to transitions to humanity from for-profit to for-profit and for benefit. And that's what many companies in our advisory board are also looking for. We are doing this chain with Michigan University, with University of Stanford, and a few business schools. We have been developing it for the past 1.5 years, and in-house we have currently a team of 50 people around the world. And why do we do this? Because to get blockchain adopted in mainstream, you need to solve the challenges of sustainability. You need to solve carbon footprint. You need to stay green. That's why we collaborate with United Nations in this initiative, and we are part of the Crypto Green Alliance. We just joined it 2 weeks ago to become carbon neutral. For anyone wondering how does the mining processes that we, for example, encourage or invest in work, it's hydropower mining. Therefore, we are completely carbon neutral company. In terms of other aspects of blockchain going into mainstream, I would definitely still like to mention the user interfaces, the accessibility, the providing people the easiest way to get into crypto. That's why we do transactions to phone numbers, because despite of them not having identity, they can still use their phone number to receive crypto transactions. Because right now, most of the people who actually need crypto do not have the capability to do KYC for crypto. So overall, our mission is to impact 1 billion people in the next 2 to 3 years through blockchain by integrating, providing them identity, providing them banking solutions, as well as providing them credit scoring, providing them financial inclusivity through blockchain. And we have been 1 year in this journey. We own World Web3 Association as well, and we invest in the projects through our fund who provide impact in the Web3 ecosystem, as well as impact the infrastructure and architectural aspect of cryptocurrency and blockchain. And when I started in 2013, 2014, of course, we had a lot of misunderstanding, legal instability, as well as hacks in the industry, but we have matured a lot. And my wish for the 2022 is that there is more enhanced communication between cross-chain environment so that we work together for a mutual beneficial future of Web3, as well as that we take in consideration university, Fortune 500 and traditional industry partnerships to encourage the adoption of our technology in this space, as well as that we collaborate with SDG goals and impact and invest into missions that are priority for the humanity in itself, due to the fact that there are many very expensive problems which are still unsolved, such as, for example, the sanitation, such as, for example, identity, or such as, for example, banking infrastructure in many countries. So thank you very much for this conversation, and I look forward to linking with you on fire5ire.org, as well as in my LinkedIn at Vilma Mattila and Twitter, where I often also post ideas of Web3 and decentralization and DAOs, of course. Thank you. A pleasure.
So guys, unfortunately, but the second English-speaking day of the summit has come to the end. But it's okay, because 2 more amazing, exciting, and interesting days await you, providing a complete immersion in the digital economy. Once again, I want to thank all of viewers and our amazing speakers for participating. We have all done a great job for this summit to take place. The summit is organized by the international blockchain consulting company Calibri Group and the leading cryptocurrency calendar, Coindar.org. This co-organizer of the summit is a well-known media company, Being Crypto, which covering the news of cryptocurrencies like all over the world on many languages. We thank the Diamond sponsors who made a significant contribution of the organization of the event. This has the largest companies in the field of DeFi, MPC, and eSports, such as Algorand, ARPAchain, Veracity, as well as Porto Royale and TradeGo. Gold sponsors such as Solve Protocol, Gaza Network, Bell Protocol, ThetaTeeth, Chain Guardians, Fairdesk, and Vera eSports also made no less significant contributions. We also express a special gratitude to our dear friends and partners who also made a huge contribution to the implementation of this event. These companies are Theta Network, ThetaDrop, and ThetaTeeth, of course, Curate, Binx, Bitflix, Exmo, Exip, Prism NFT, and NewPay. As part of the Synopsis events, our interactive zone has been open, so just come and check it. We have like a lot of active events right now. So some session airdrops and quizzes, so just go and check. The official partner of the broadcast is ThetaTeeth. Also on the ThetaDrop platform, you can get known with several collections of our exclusive NFTs dedicated to the summit and become the owners. Yeah, also please visit ThetaDrop and check out cool NFTs called Synopsis. The NFT data was developed jointly by the teams of Calibri Group, Theta Labs, Coindar, and the summit's official artist, Alan Bell. This time, we have presented to you one of the first ThetaPass NFT implementation for access to premium content for conference participation. So it's kind of unique. What does it mean, you ask? This means that every owner of Synopsis NFT can get a ticket of a special category called ThetaPass to unlock the premium features of a ticket as access to premium content and other cool options in the future. To do this, you just need to have any NFT on ThetaDrop released by Synopsis and log into the Synopsis website in the appropriate section called Tickets on ThetaPass. Thanks everyone for your attention. Really appreciate it, you guys. Sharing your time with us. I really appreciate it. So see you tomorrow. We actually changed the time of the agenda a little bit, so come to Synopsis website again and please check the agenda time. It was Maxim Sokhonosek. Appreciate it. Goodbye.